physical resilience to be kicked and to still get on the ball and play.
What's your answer to that question?
I'm not sure about Spain. I mean, they're a very experienced side. I think Spain will beat Germany. I'm in the minority on that. But it'll be a fascinating final. But the Dutch...
But not a pretty one to watch because Holland are in it, you mean, is it?
Well...
That's John's theory.
Spain at their best, or Germany, if Germany are the team they've looked against Argentina and England, I think Germany have been flattered by their opponents in this tournament. Now I think the Dutch might muscle Germany out of it.
All right, we'll talk to our German friend. What do you think, Didi?
Well, obviously they've got a tough game tomorrow first, which they need to win. If they were to come up against Holland, as Eamon said, it'll be a scrap. But I think the Germans will be prepared if they were to come up against De Jong and Van Bommel. They know how to play them. They've done their homework in all the other games they've played so far, and I don't think it'll bother them. And they look a fit team to me. That's the thing. The Germans got going for them. Last game against Argentina, 5 minutes ago, they were still bombing forward, 5-6 men. And they look the fittest team to me. The Spanish don't look really fit, and the Dutch got question marks about one of the main players, Van Persie, and they haven't really shown enough tonight for me to make them favourites against either of the teams tomorrow.
Really, yeah. Now, one thing that fascinates me is that I saw Holland described as football's biggest chokers. They have so much talent and they've achieved so little. And as you pointed out tonight, John, they're not very attractive. They used to be a very attractive team to watch, but they're not any longer.
Bill. I think attractiveness has gone out of the game in many ways.
But isn't that very sad?
Well, I think it's great to have attractive teams and effective teams, which are winning teams. And I think the problem in Holland is that they've had these so many great players over the years, Bill, and they haven't done it. And it hasn't all been for football reasons, because it's well documented now. That they've fallen out among themselves all the time.
Yeah. There's a touch of it about this team as well, isn't there?
Well, there's supposed to be a bit of raggo between Sneijder and Van Persie, but it's I don't think it's half as bad as it used to be.
Oh no, that's
but they again, a lot depends on the managers, and I think it's this manager obviously believes that they're going to be dogged, they're going to be, and maybe they don't have the players to be as constructive or as flamboyant as they used to be. But they're effective though, Bill, you know.
They are, but I mean, one of the points we made at the start of this when we were actually talking about the programming that we were about to do was that to give us an opportunity to establish what was the state of football.
Yeah.
Now, what's your evaluation of what we're at one semi-final stage? How would you evaluate the tournament so far?
I would say it's been a very disappointing tournament.
I agree with that.
The ball has effectively destroyed the possibility for the great players, even Lionel Messi.
The great players haven't shown up really, should they?
Well, a lot of them haven't for various reasons. But the ball, the volatility of the ball is attack on the core skill and talent of football. It's the core issue, the football. And if that's wrong, and it was from the beginning, then flighted passes can't, balls into the box can't be defended. We saw Diego Forlan's goal against Ghana, ball all over the place. If the ball's wrong, then the game is screwed. And that's what we're seeing.
But isn't there more to it?
There's more to it. It's at altitude, which only compounds the problem of the ball. It's being played on bad pitches, which is another element. So it's a very disappointing World Cup, in my opinion. And it could be redeemed if the German team, it could be redeemed to some extent, if Germany prove to be the team we'd like to salute. If they win the match tomorrow, get Müller back and really demolish Holland in the final. But somehow I don't think that fairy tale is going to happen.
I think if Spain plays, they can play.
Yeah.
They'd be very attractive. They just haven't so far, Bill. I mean, whether they can do it tomorrow against Germany, which makes it such a fascinating game. But I think Spain, at their best, with the players that they have, can lift it.
There's another issue. If you look at tonight at Sneijder is a key player for Holland. He played in the Champions League final. Players today are being asked to play too much. And a lot of the star players, Wayne Rooney, Ronaldo, people like Kaká, I think Spain are a tired team. And so there are all kinds of contributing factors to the end, to my conclusion, which is that the game is being destroyed by the people who run it. And this
But could
tournament
you not
for me
also
is
argue?
evidence
Yeah,
for that.
yeah, but could you not also argue that the game is being destroyed as a spectacle now? Not necessarily
Right.
for the purists, but for the ordinary punter by the success of the Jose Mourinho's of this life that has transformed the game from an attacking game to a game that is fundamentally based in defence and counter attack.
I wouldn't agree with that. I think the Mourinho business, we've talked about a lot, Bill, when he was at Chelsea and that, and they had the name of being boring. I never actually found Mourinho's teams boring. They have concentrated on defence, or probably a little bit more than attack. But you don't win things purely by defending. You know, they beat Barcelona, don't forget, who are regarded as one of the best teams in Europe, and Messi and all. So you had to down to 10 men in one of the matches. So, you know, I think there are lots of other coaches have improved teams defensively, particularly the smaller nations.
But even the Dutch coach, John, has said, what was his first job? To teach the team to defend better. That was his
but
first
if you
job.
ask any manager, there's a well-known thing in football, the first thing you do teach the team is how to defend. But that doesn't stop you from attacking. There's some managers do concentrate on that, and they don't encourage the players to attack. You know, but you have to get it right defensively. That's why you had all the flamboyant teams over the years that could score lots of goals, look good, and to be beaten because they didn't defend properly. All the great teams have been based on a good defence,
Yeah, but
with a bit more emphasis on the attack.
But is there too much emphasis on defence?
Well, I think we've seen in the group stages that not many goals being scored in